We are less than a week away from the opening game, Monday Night Football for the Broncos. Happy to be joined by their starting quarterback, Drew Lock. Drew, thank you so much for joining us this morning on a busy game week prepping. I guess to start here for you, this is a weird offseason. No preseason games. Nothing seems normal. What to you was the most difficult part of this entire offseason?
It'll just go back to the amount of reps that you get with your guys. Not having the OTAs, we got a lot of young guys. We're just a young offense in general. You want as much reps as you can get. Not having those makes things a little interesting in camp with a really good defense. But we won some days, they won some days, and towards the end of it, we started feeling really good and excited for this first week. But the roughest part was probably just the beginning stages of training camp when it's your first live action reps with these guys.
Dude, and with that, you probably want to absorb some contact at some point. I went to the scrimmage on Friday night, and it's fun being there in an empty stadium, but when you know you're not going to get hit as a quarterback, it's so different than real game circumstances, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I feel like I try to do the best I can to make every snap and every play as real as possible to where I felt like I was about to get hit. I'll fall away from the throw or give into it like I would be getting hit. I've never been the quarterback to just be able to sit there and let guys whiz by me when I should have been hit and just calmly stand there and complete a ball downfield. I'll go back and watch that clip, and I could throw five picks in that day, but that one would make me the most upset because, I missed it. I didn't see it. I didn't try to get out of the way of it. That's kind of the guy I've always been. So, yes, it is different when you're not going to get hit, but I really do try to make every single snap as realistic as possible.
Drew, it was great to see you come in last year. We saw you go 4-1, and I think Bronco fans were excited about what the possibilities are for the future. But you yourself as a player, from where you were, let's say, taking over in that first game that you started last year to where you are right now, what has your growth been like? What do you feel that you've really improved on, and now you're ready for a National Football League full season?
Yeah, I think it comes from probably the mental side of football for me. How slow it was for me to be able to pick that offense up last year as a rookie coming in, not calling plays, just not really running anything quite like that. Same thing coming in this year. It's a new offense, and from the speed that I picked it up and even went out and started performing well on the practice field was drastically faster than the year before, and that's testament to the guys that coach us in that room and testament to the guys around me for picking it up fast as well. So I'd say the middle side of being ready and trying to be prepared for this season is, it's a little farther ahead than what I was last year.
You said it took you a while to try and kind of get it once you were practicing last year, but
yeah.
Somebody that we've seen just that you guys acquired in the draft this year, Jerry Jeudy, it doesn't seem like it's taking him very long to turn some heads and impress people. And I know that you want to temper expectations for him, but he's got to be really impressive to kind of start this all off, right?
He is, without a doubt, impressed us all. I don't think there's one person in the building that hasn't been impressed with his performance in camp. It was really exciting to see, without a doubt. But as we all know, it gets different when you're actually out there. You're going to have to get some contact, and it's just the bright lights are on. And I'm sure Jerry Jeudy is not afraid of any bright lights, that's for sure. But like you said, we're going to temper it a little bit, and he's been exciting to watch without a doubt.
Drew, how different is this offense going to look for the fan compared to last year? Are we going to come out Monday night and say, whoa, 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 or is it more similar than we think?
I'd say you could get a little bit of both. Without throwing all of our dirty little secrets out there, bottom line for this offense is, our biggest goal, and we've talked about it every single day, is, if we're gonna pass the ball a lot in a certain game, we're gonna run the ball a lot in a certain game. It's gonna come down to how well we take care of the ball this year. We have an amazing defense that's gonna cause turnovers and put guys in fourth down situations, and it's our job to put drives together and go score points. And whether we decide to run the ball that game heavy or pass the ball that game, I'm going to be excited if we score points and get a win regardless. So it's just about taking care of the ball and putting ourselves in the best position to get a win.
We were having fun last week when your coach came out, like they do with veterans. Say, all right, it's time to talk to Drew and find out what he wants to do, what he likes to do, what maybe he wants to steer away from. And We were saying, yeah, that check down stuff. Yeah, forget that. I'm really bad at that. I hate that stuff, man. Let's air this football out, man. Let's go full vertical, right? I mean, we're having a lot of fun with that, Drew. But listen, we're excited. I mean, as guys who like to watch that kind of football, we like your arm, man. We like your legs, and I mean that in the best way. What do you like to do? What is Drew Lock when he gets out there and he's a quarterback and not just a gunslinger but a quarterback? What's he like to do?
Yeah, I'd say my favorite part is when, an average guy watching a football game considers the play dead. You've been back there for almost 3 seconds. You went through your reads and your progressions, and nothing was, they covered that play up. That's what they get paid to do, and that happens sometimes. And, my favorite part is when all hope looks lost for that play. And then I get to do what I do. I get to run around. I get to create. I get to make a play. And, when that gets to get rolling, we pick up a third down because of it. Like, that just really gives our offense momentum and makes you almost think, like, all right, you can cover us all up, but if we have any sliver of chance to get out of the pocket and run down and make a play, then we're going to do it. It's going to be that would be tough for defenses if we can be really, really good at that.
All right, couple more minutes with Drew Lock, quarterback of your Denver Broncos. Hey, I know you're knee deep in film work. You got the Titans in less than a week. Did you get a chance to watch any of that Nuggets game last night?
Of course I did.
Okay. What was your reaction when fellow Mizzou guy, basically mounted Montrezl Harrell? I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What else am I supposed to say there?
Okay.
What was your reaction to that, Drew?
Well, I was sitting on my couch watching it, and your girlfriend was actually not looking at the camera or not looking at the TV, and I stood up and screamed just a little bit and then looked down at her. She's like, What happened? What happened? And I just stood there for like probably 5 seconds and gave her a look like, you just missed something right there.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to rewind it, and I didn't want her to see it in slow motion while we were rewinding it. So I'm like, don't watch the screen. Don't watch the screen. I pulled it up, and I was like, hey, let's just remember where this guy went to school right here before this happened. and then I clicked play, and then he went up and did his thing. So that was a pretty cool play there, without a doubt. And then even the one that's, not as talked about as that one was the follow-up he had off that three-pointer.
Oh, the put-down.
Dude, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. That's
Drew, if you watch that, he's on the perimeter at the three-point line, and he sees the shot going up, and he makes a beeline for the key. You know what I mean? It was. Could you? I mean,
Yeah.
how high could you elevate when you were hooping? How high could you?
Not like that. No,
Yeah.
I could throw it down sometimes, but you give me a free lane, I might be able to do it, fast break kind of deal. But I'm probably not going to dunk over a 6'8" guy like he did last night.
One of the last things for you, Drew, and appreciate the time this morning. Last year, we have the video. It's been seen on Twitter probably 1,000 times. The GIF of you singing or rapping rather. Young Jeezy's put on.
Of course.
What is it? What is it this year? What's the song we can expect? What gets you going now?
I don't know. That was just a song that probably got me going like 5-10 years ago, and it came back on, and that old spark hit me again once I started hearing it. So it's gonna be whatever pops up. I don't have a designated song list that I gave the stadium people just yet. So maybe we can get that done. Maybe we can put a couple old songs on there. We'll see. But no, I don't have one just yet. But there will definitely probably be another.
See, Drew, if you're like me, Hall & Oates, that's my go-to. Yeah. I don't feel like that's football get you going
He's
type of thing.
Not 47 years old, dude.
I understand. I'm just saying.
Drew, we do the show on the Twitch thing, and the songs come on all the time, and we act like geeks. But who cares, man? It's your jam. You go with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just having fun with it,
Yeah.
In all seriousness, though, because in that empty stadium Friday, I couldn't help but think, man, Drew Lock's the kind of guy who needs juice from the fans. You react from the fans like many athletes. How difficult is that going to be when you don't have that?
It's going to be different. I think one thing from the quarterback position is that, we're going to have to bring that for the whole offense. We're going to have to, be energetic in the huddle, crisp play calls, have them feel your urgency in the huddle. Just, be responsible for creating that energy for the offense. And I could start feeling that in practice when we went to the stadium. That first scrimmage at the stadium, wasn't our best. I came in with a different type of juice, different type of, let's say, temperament to the next one, to where I try to make it as much as a game like as I can. And, when you bring the energy into the huddle and bring the excitement, then typically that gets thrown back out to all the players, and they go out there with the same excitement.
That is Drew Lock, your starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Appreciate your time this morning, Drew. Good luck Monday, and good luck the rest of the year.
Good luck Monday, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
Drew Lock.
He reacted. He reacted to MPJ like the rest of us. Listen, there wasn't a basketball fan with a pulse who didn't stand up and go, "Oh my